Hi there. Long time no see, right? I'm Dan the Radio Man, aka Danny Harrington. My name is there. Why am I making a video on this, quite frankly, dead channel? Why? Because I'm talking about radio, which is one of my, I say passions in life. It is a passion. It's still a passion. I do it because it's fun. But this is not fun. This is not fun anymore. So BBC bosses have announced a major plan to share programming and cut jobs on local radio stations in England. This is from Radio Today, by the way. Although I was sat in that Zoom meeting, I was a part of it. In an all-staff meeting Monday afternoon, the acting director of BBC England, Jason Hawson, said he wants to grow local impact in all parts of the country, and that these were the biggest proposed change for local services in a generation. The proposals to drop local shows on weekday afternoons and late shows as well, late nights, in the majority of weekends. Local shows will only survive on weekday mornings and lunchtimes, so breakfast and daytimes, as we call them at the BBC, between 6 and 10 a.m., 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. For breakfast, and then daytimes, mid-mornings, will be 10 till 2. So essentially only live local, truly local content between 6 a.m. and 2 p.m. After that, it will be shared amongst particular regions. There will be 18 regional shows between 2 and 6 p.m. That's for the afternoon. Apart from on Manchester, Merseyside, WM, these big cities, and for some reason Essex. Why do they get their own? But anyway, Manchester, Merseyside, obviously Manchester being Manchester, Merseyside being Liverpool, WM being Birmingham, and obviously London kind of does its own thing in terms of BBC local radio. Essex, no idea why they get to keep theirs. Maybe they know someone. But anyway, so yeah, between 2 till 6 p.m, it will be a shared afternoon show between certain regions. So for my region, it's Bristol, Gloucester, Wiltshire, and Somerset, all 4 stations sharing one programme. To check out yours, follow the link below, because we'll have the article that this video is based on. And from 6 p.m. weekdays and weekend breakfast, 10 shows will be broadcast, where local sport is not broadcast. 10 shows are. So Manchester, Merseyside, Lancashire, Newcastle, Tees, and Cumbria. I mean, the list goes on. I'm not going to sit here and read through the entire list. But from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 12 shows will be aired across the network. Full list, once again, on the Radio Today article. So from 10 p.m. weekdays and from 2 p.m. every Sunday, all 39 local radio stations will share one nationwide feed with presenters yet to be announced. So, yeah, 18. So 2 till 6 p.m. will be the interesting one, because that's where we already have regional late shows in the BBC. And that's where that kind of playbook will be used. So that kind of regionality will be used. So Bristol, Gloucester, Wiltshire, and Somerset, my region. Not Somerset, I'm from Wiltshire and I work in Gloucestershire. But that's my patch, regional patch. And then the evening shows, which are brilliant for getting new talent on. Well, you'd argue with the cuts, is there room for new talent at the BBC? Certainly not on air, maybe. Once again, Bristol, Gloucester, Wiltshire, and Somerset all sharing content for my region. But of course, for your region, it will be different. Go check out the Radio Today article on the website. And in fact, you can actually see it on the BBC website as well. They've published it, and they go into a lot of detail, more detail than I can go into, because I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I haven't quite got over. I haven't quite got over what I heard in this, and of course the story is still developing. It still grows, and there are also going to be new local online services for Bradford, Wolverhampton, Sunderland, and Peterborough. I think they tried the Sunderland one during the pandemic, and I think it worked a treat. So, of course, that means local radio for Sunderland, Peterborough, Bradford, and Wolverhampton. These are services, these are areas that haven't had their own dedicated BBC local radio stations, as they fall under someone's patch. For Wolverhampton, it's WM. For Sunderland, it's actually Radio Newcastle, which is a little bit awkward for Sunderland fans because they don't like Newcastle. Anyway, overall, BBC local staffing in England is expected to be reduced by around 48 posts. There will be around 131 roles across local news services, with around 139 fewer roles in audio teams, i.e. people that like to produce radio shows. These include 40 posts closing due to the documentary series We Are England coming to an end, which was announced in May. One thing they did stress during this call was they will have a round of voluntary redundancies, but they're looking to redeploy people where they can, and will only do it if it makes sense. So whatever that means, I have no idea. But if you love local radio, this is a sad day. If you love local radio in the UK, then this is as sad a day as when Heart shut all their local radio stations and made loads of people redundant. And the reason I bring that up is because a lot of those people ended up in the BBC. And now it's happening to them all over again. That's it for this video. It's a somber, depressing note. We'll have to wait and see what happens.